Okay, I'm recording. I'm recording now. I'm gonna hit play. What do you think's gonna happen, Molly? Oh, start.
Yeah, all clear start is really rough for a very first match. Seeing a clean GTR on a Puke side.
Well, I mean, they messed it up a little, but they can still fix it.
It's still salvageable, definitely.
They did have to set that off if they wanted to offset the...
Yeah, I got rushed with the all clear. Sadly, all clear starts are very, very quick matches.
They're very volatile. There's like ways you can manage them, but like, you know, you have to be prepared. And
True. Alright, both going for the GTR. Definitely a bit of a nice looking chain on the left, but the
right is
nobody
just like waiting for that. Yeah, was waiting for that green to finish out the base.
Yeah, there's definitely a longer chain on the right, I believe.
Yes, dude. Chain predictor is saying a 9.
That's not going to be enough to offset. That's a... Yeah, it's 3 rocks. That's another game for Puke there. I mean, tied up match so far. It's still anyone's game.
I believe it's a first to 9.
All right.
That's not really pop. I'm not sure how much I needed to do that.
It's not a huge deal, but they're definitely using up precious time.
Right. I just like to point out these patterns that I noticed just for the like style things, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely a much nicer 9 on nobody's side.
The bit that I've been doing is taking credit for everything that since apparently
Oh, that could have been an amazing chain right there if they got it just slightly earlier.
Yeah. Just a little bit of hesitation.
Yeah, they're looking too hard for it.
I've been finding that a lot of the time when I've been commentating these matches, I'm just kind of like, yeah, I wouldn't put that there.
I mean, Puke definitely had a little bit of a mess up with the GTR in the early part of the match, but not like anything crazy.
Right. Yeah, like nothing.
Yeah, we're seeing way too high movement on Puke's side. It's gonna cost them time. Yeah, now they're trying to fix it. Oh no, they're just setting it off. No, there's blues in the way.
Right, not enough blues to make a.
They might. No, that cuts. Yeah, the blues make it cut. That's not enough to offset, unfortunate. That was a very good rush attempt at the very least.
I think the rush was like a little bit too slow. They didn't have the blues to finish out the chain, and then like the red to connect down to the bottom. So.
Hell yeah, I definitely noticed Puke spends a lot of time just trying to clean up their chains. Right. Nobody has a... Oh, had an all clear. Oh wait, maybe still does. No, it's gone. There were the pieces for it, but they didn't come down right.
Yeah, there's all clear potential.
Yeah. This can be a very big fan. We're seeing an 8. That should offset. Ooh, no.
Nobody. It's that red tail didn't work there.
Yeah, the tail is missing that key aspect, but we're not dead here.
Right,
but is immediately being followed up with a 4. Immediately being followed up with a 4. That's a rock, you're not coming back.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Cooked. That's rough though.
That is pretty rough. 3 games down. It's still technically anyone's game due to the nature of first to 9, but definitely a bit of a claw out here.
Yeah, I believe it is Puke that is coming up from loser's bracket.
Oh my god. So we got one hell of a loser run then. Oh, that's a block. Not completely dead yet, but this is a huge disadvantage state.
Puke's gonna want to finish that off quickly though.
Yeah, we got a nice, strong-looking GTR here.
Holding a little bit too definitively. We don't have enough space to be able to expand.
Yeah, I mean, defended with, but not by enough, so we're gonna still have more disadvantage.
That garbage placement.
That's really rough. Yeah, that's the game.
Yeah.
I knew I'd win.
This is an interesting start.
This is like the second lowest bracket, but it feels like competition is too fierce for it.
These players definitely, at the very least, know what they're doing in terms of building. They're just seeing a little bit of messiness with their chance. Oh, that's gonna accidentally set off their tail.
Yeah. They hit him with the harassment though. All they gotta do is follow up with a conversion.
Yeah. It seems like they're just going for it though. They're not. They're just trying to get rid of the Puyos.
And the 2-chain gonna do it. Really high up on commentary.
It definitely could have been more in nobody's favor, but another all clear start. Okay, so let's see how the players approach this. We're seeing looks like a froggy stack strat by both players.
Not
Right, just instantly.
They're just building up high on the right side to their.
Immediately following up with a 4 or 3. Sorry.
That was a good offset on the part of Puke for the incoming.
Yeah, those purples aren't going to connect, sadly.
Right. Got really lucky for keeping that chain open on the left side. That's a 3-chain.
It's not enough garbage to be a huge problem.
Right.
He can definitely come back from this with if some proper.
They're being really high on that column 3. Clears it out really quickly though. Nobody does have a 4-chain prepared.
He's about to get one.
Right.
Just in time, too.
No.
And that's a...
power up too.
That's gonna end up... Yeah. That's the game right there. And it's tied up already.
I think my biggest worry is that there might be too big of a gap between the bronze bracket and the iron bracket.
Okay, so seeing an early cleanup from Puke, but this chain is looking strong so far. But nobody's already building pretty high. Oh, set it off.
Players both have about the same power of a chain.
Yeah, roughly the same. Nobody's in disadvantage.
Nobody's not at a particularly large disadvantage, but it is a very noticeable disadvantage.
Yeah, that is a 5 though.
Yeah.
That is gonna. That's game right there.
Right.
They did not have a counter chain ready.
They had a very crafty 4-chain there with the way that the red was going to connect down. I think was it like a red or a purple? Short-term memory's kicking my ass, but I saw the vision.
Okay.
Okay, that's an early attack. Very explosive chain. Right.
Good on Puke for going for that small 2-2 extension.
Yep.
That's not going to be enough to offset those rocks. That's going to be a very fast game.
I like when the games are fast and decisive.
But the content, we need to clip farm. Okay, I'm not liking the high GTR on Puke's side.
No.
Definitely would have been better to just put that blue somewhere else.
Okay, well, he's just gonna set that off early.
Already-
Not committing to it. A
Yeah,
little bit of a tail too.
definitely better building with the tail though.
Right.
Nobody is gonna have to claw their way out of that. I don't think they can though. That's not enough space.
See, they're giving me what I want. My quick, decisive games.
Okay.
I like these pieces so far.
Alright, that was definitely a mistake on nobody's part.
Super.
No fishing for that yellow.
Right. Oh, that's gonna be an
Ooh.
early attack, and that's gonna be game.
Yeah, that's the one problem with fishing for a very specific piece.
Right.
Like,
Makes
even
me
when you get it.
super vulnerable to attacks like those.
Yeah. This is a nice looking tail by Puke.
Right. Although it should be a lesson to whatchamacallit? What am I thinking?
Oh,
Yeah,
that extension is gonna cost them.
Nobody's very much committing to Hellfires now.
Definitely just trying to catch up in terms of wins, which respectable strategy. Puke has to be on the lookout more for those Hellfires.
Right.
Has to be willing to just sometimes set it off as a just in case. Early 5. It's not gonna be enough though. So that's a counter.
Right.
I don't think they're
Power
dead
6
here,
versus
but
7.
strange Puyo placement, but I see the vision. That's
Not gonna
no, it's not gonna keep you alive.
My thought was like,
Alright, so-
this should be a lesson to finish your base early so that you always have it ready to set off when
True,
it
true.
comes down to it. That was the thought
That's-
that I was slowing down to make. Fucking- Sensing a little bit of
Yes.
fatigue from Puke here.
Yeah, this is definitely an awkward build here. Not super easy to set up that second floor.
You might want to
But,
attack early.
Nobody's not looking any better here.
Yeah.
Like, just as awkward.
Oof. That little placement on top of that blue. Not
Ooh, that's
ideal.
gonna cut.
But
That is gonna
those
cut the
purples
chain.
are going to cut, yes. It's gonna work out in
It's gonna work out in the... That could have been a little bit worse out for Puke there, but he ends up taking it.
Mhm.
Okay, I am not hating these pieces. I'm not loving them either.
There is potential. There was all clear potential there. I'm just not, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think nobody built a little bit. Oh no, he cut the greens.
Oh,
He had
no!
a perfect. He had a perfect counter if it wasn't for those greens.
The stairs! Come on, you commit to the stairs, bro. Do it.
At this point, I think you have to commit. You just kind of have to get that last finishing touch.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't understand the hesitation. I noticed the hesitation a lot.
Yeah, there's an awkward amount of hesitation for, your opponent being literally touching the top of the board.
Right. It's way too
Yeah,
gentle.
But nobody is just offsetting the garbage now, completely catching up.
Right. That's basically a complete. Like, digging back down to the GTRs is certainly a choice.
Yeah.
And, advantage state
All
is
right.
completely gone.
Yeah, this is more so a more even game now, but Puke has digging potential. I don't think he's gonna find it.
Yeah,
He's not gonna find it. It's gonna be back to a tied game.
Right.
No, nobody played well for someone that high, but Puke just really fumbled on not following up with a 3 or 4.
Right. I always think it's funny when they do the exact same thing.
All clear?
All clear.
All clear on the potential game 9 finisher. That's insane.
Wait, it doesn't say match point.
It does not. I'm assuming it's maybe going to game 10.
Maybe.
Okay.
I knew I'd win.
So Puke found the all clear there.
Okay,
It's
now
match point. This is the final game.
All right.
Potentially the final game. Match point here. Okay. That's definitely going to be an annoyance, but nothing too drastic. You can definitely build around that. That's going to cost them too much time. And we have a double harassment coming up. It's going to make them panic pop a 4. But I don't think nobody has a response at the moment.
No, they didn't have the greens to set up to get to their main chain.
Yeah, the garbage really screwed them over there, and Puke's gonna take it.
Yeah,
with
that's gonna be a bracket reset. So.
Oh my. The losers run. Let me tell you. Okay, so we're back.
We are so back.
You're so back. Let me tell you.
Early attacks from their
Okay.
body.
Definitely some good garbage chaining. A little bit of an awkward situation with the 2 purples there, but nothing too drastic. Just gonna set it off though. Not a bad idea. Does not give nobody enough time to follow up.
Right.
Even with an almost cleared board, you're just not really gonna have the space here to garbage chain. But you know, this is going back to what happened in the previous game. We need Puke to follow up here,
Yeah, just
and they have a strong 3.
Exactly.
They have a strong 3. That's gonna end up taking the game. That's what we're looking for. When your opponent's in disadvantage, you're looking for a strong follow up that's fast and easy to just get out of the way.
Exactly.
Because even if they block it, they had to spend time building that counter chain, which is going to make it very difficult for them to claw their way back to the top.
Right.
We're gonna see them just setting off this 4 because of the bleed cut.
Unfortunately, for them, nobody gets their main chains. They get to finish off their entire base.
Yeah.
If
I mean,
that
this isn't-
came a little earlier, it would have been an all clear. But
This isn't a terrible state for Puke. This is actually fairly around the same kind of board state for them.
it's manageable, but they do have to be a bit crafty with their placement. And
Yeah. This is going to be a counter right off the bat. I think they're just building high to make sure they can still have a good offset. Definitely noticing that nobody is a lot better at garbage chaining. Definitely hitting the follow-ups a lot stronger here.
Right. The response 5 is definitely evidence of that.
Yeah, like nobody is taking the garbage chaining and just going like, I know how to work around this. Puke is clearly struggling when it comes to garbage chaining, which understandable. It's a very difficult thing to manage. But like it makes that big impact of a difference in this kind of board state. That's
I really feel like Puke should have split that purple and just set off the rest of the chain. I think that would have been enough to defeat nobody.
Yeah, that would have been enough to, at the very least, put them in a heavy disadvantage state,
Right.
and at most, just take the game outright.
Or I mean, like failing that, like if it just wasn't powerful enough, at least just to offset the damage.
True, true.
But this 4 is going to be very definitive.
Big victory.
So nobody is taking the game lead here, but really, you're looking for like a 2-game lead in these kind of matchups. You want to have that comfortable setting of like, well, I can afford to lose this.
Right.
We're seeing 2 very different build styles here. Just going for an immediate Hellfire. Love to see that.
Yeah.
That's going to instantly take the game. That was a beautiful sandwich Hellfire.
It was.
It just didn't give Puke a chance to respond.
So, with these kinds of early Hellfires, they're great ways of cleaning up your board. They're also, like, showing you, like, some of the issues with GTRs, that it's a transition that requires a very particular setup that you don't always get at the beginning of the game.
It's true.
So
That's definitely true.
it is a bit slower to build, so that's why it is important to know other forms. Obviously, sandwich and stairs forms are going to also be slow, so that's why you should learn to convert your GTR into other shapes, which is something that I'm still learning.
That's definitely true. Knowing that little bit of knowledge can help extend your chains huge.
Nobody didn't have enough yellows to set off that chain.
Yeah, the game was not giving him that yellow. That would have been. But this is what I mean by like having that game advantage. Like, it's not a huge deal to lose this. We're back to a tied game. An early 2 from Q tier. I don't. Okay. Converting to a stairs, it looks like. I think he's just going for trying to finish him off here, but he's gonna offset it.
Right. And then we got the stun lock.
It's actually a pretty powerful play in this kind of situation.
I don't even want to find a way to set off because it doesn't quite get the pieces that they want. That's a 5-chain response, so...
Yeah, that's another example of a beautiful follow-up in this kind of situation.
Right. I'm kind of concerned with how fast-paced the gameplay is. It feels like it should be a silver bracket match, but it's not.
They're definitely playing a lot faster than I would expect from bronze players, which is welcome. Don't get me wrong.
It's not welcome to me, okay? This is my hot take. It's not welcome to me, okay? Beginners want to play the game, and if they get like, if it's like 5 games of getting straight washed because like a bunch of players are labeled bronze.
Oh my god! Wait, the sandwich?
They're like barely worse than the people they're playing, like that they lost to. It's just kind of like, it's very insular.
It's gonna halt that. That's not a major amount of damage. Still, pretty much anyone's game. Strong double power pop.
Right. Sorry, I'm a yapper. I tend to divert my attention.
No, you are perfectly fine. You're still going here. It's definitely one of the more longer games to come out of these players.
You should see the two-chain guy.
Perfect offset, so like no damage sent to either. That's gonna be a 4-chain. Ooh, but Puke's gonna get caught in their 2-chain. That's not gonna be enough. They're not gonna have any type of response to this.
Right.
Yeah, and they're down. They're down for the count.
Do you believe that margin time is beginning to kick in as well? You have the timer in the bottom right, if you want to pay attention to that.
That is true, that's true.
Am I getting a hello text? A number I don't recognize.
Ooh, that garbage video fell in just the wrong place for nobody.
I really wanted that green tail.
Accidentally setting off part of the tail, but that was what they needed in that moment.
They did need to set off the base in order to survive that. But if they...
I mean, this is still a very salvageable chain, though.
Yeah, when they popped those purples, the red wasn't going to connect down to the rest of the chain.
Setting off their main chain there for the 5, definitely a smart idea. Does not give Puke enough time to really properly respond. That's gonna take the game for them. But now they have a 3-game lead. This is exactly the kind of position you want to be in one of these matches.
Hello.
Hi, Mel.
Hi.
We're commentating some Puyo Puyo. I figured I would do it here because Maru did ask me to BC with her, but I didn't want to be like, no.
Hello, chat room. Strong 5. not having the chance to respond due to the reds. That's very unfortunate. If that blue wasn't there, that would have been a perfectly good chain.
It was spam text. Now they're sending you hellos. They don't even just like cold text you anymore. They send you hellos as if they know you. This is so vile.
This is an awkward situation to be in. Early attack.
It's a bit of an awkward situation, but it's not the worst block off in the world.
That's true, but they are getting rushed, and they're not in a great situation right now. I mean, like, still taking damage. That's not enough. They're just in a very awkward spot right now, despite having more Puyos on the board. And nobody has the right idea of building high here to instantly just take the damage and counter.
Right.
It's not enough.
Helps you take the damage, also helps you build faster because the Puyos are hitting the bottom of the board more quickly.
It's true, it's true.
You guys kind of like a very flat style of stacking.
Oh, this is going to be a problem. That is a rock.
Right.
And remember, marking time is starting to set in at this point.
Has a 2-chain there.
We're always fighting for their life.
Nice 2-chain.
Really risky
Okay, we got
with the greens.
We got a strong floor here.
Right.
That's gonna be just the right finisher there.
Yeah, nobody kind of running away with this one, and you know, I guess if nobody's running away with it, it must mean that I get to run away with it, since nobody.
Well, actually, this is my first ever bracket match, and clearly I'm winning, so I don't know what.
Meet you in Grand.
Okay. This game is just finished. They're not giving them the chance to respond. That is probably one of the fastest games. 18 seconds. That's crazy. The all-clear setup into just the one-chain pop to get rid of the potential follow-up. That was really good.
See, it's good, but I also want to remind people it doesn't always work. You know.
It doesn't always work. It's not the greatest thing to go for. I definitely recommend using your all-clear to make a more powerful chain, but it's not the worst idea.
It's not the worst idea, but like the all-clears aren't always going to save you.
That's true. Like if Puke built a little faster, it could have definitely been a very different game.
Right.
Also, we're already on match point. There is a huge game lead here.
Yeah, nobody kind of ran away with that one.
Nobody is honestly just popping off.
Really.
POV, yours is Cyclops.
Okay, a 4-chain rush in response to the 3-chain.
Right.
Building high. Oh, just get cut off from most of it. That is insane.
Wow, yeah. That is a pretty bad block off. So,
yeah, and they accidentally walled off their column 5, so they're not coming back from that.
So it's like I say, you know, you can't just get the match point for free. Your opponent's gonna make you work for it.
Yeah, like, I definitely understand trying to go for the rush, just trying to finish the game here while you still have the game lead. But probably better to try to get for a more secure chain, which it seems like with this game, nobody's going for here. Very strong building on nobody's side.
Really not getting the right
not
pieces
getting
because
the
of the blue-purple color conflict and the lack of the red on top to finish the chain. Just tragic.
So posting the caught gif in chat, because that was just the game's case of saying, no, we're taking this to another game, and I feel like it. building high here. Not gonna get cut off from too much of it, but there's not really a chain here. Alright, we're seeing a strong 4 though, immediately. The Reds really came in clutch there.
And
that's crazy.
To respond, so I guess that one lives another day.
We're just looking for the follow-up here, but with these Puyo, with the color Puyos they're getting, this is gonna just instantly lose the game.
Right.
We love column 3 here, folks.
That's grand finals. That was Bronze Grand Finals co-commentated with
Yippee!
Guest commentary co-commentated by Dusty and Maru. And also Mel.
Hi.
Hi, Mel.
Hi, Mal.
Thank you for
Hi.
watching.
See you later, folks.